Today I have this brand that I've never heard of, and I can't find that much on, or if anything, let alone a YouTube video. But it's a cheaper cigar. I got it for $1, Robusto size, at a supermarket down here in Miami. But I can't find any reviews on it, or online on any blogs or anything, or on Google. Definitely no YouTube video, so this will be the first YouTube video on this cigar. It's called Monte Carlo, and it says in Spanish, tobacco importado, imported tobacco. I mean, it's obviously handmade, and it smells nice. I've had one already, and I liked it very much. It has a good draw. It's not accurate or harsh. It's not complex, obviously, for $1, but I mean, it wasn't bad at all for $1. I've had worse cigars that were much more expensive. So let's light up. Hopefully by the time I post it, I'll be able to find some more information so I can tell you guys. I would say it's probably, from my experience in tobacco, that it's probably made in Honduras. It just tastes like a lot of Honduran cigars I've had. It's real smooth, like a lot of Honduran tobacco is. The one thing about it I'll show you is the construction. I mean, it's what you would expect from a way more expensive cigar. Also, the brand name, Monte Carlo, sounds expensive, but they were $1. So I have no idea who makes them. So it gives off a decent amount of smoke. Has a nice loose draw, but not too loose. I punched it. It's not too loose. But a lot of cigars, you know, they're seconds. They have visible flaws in construction, and some of them still have ammonia left, and you get them for more expensive than this, and they don't come with a band. So this is better made than a lot of second cigars I've had. Second as in not good enough to be, you know, sold on the shelves. Yeah, I mean, it has a real smooth wrapper. It smells nice. I mean, it looks like your typical handmade premium cigar. They have a big size, a huge size, Presidente, like 8 inches long, like an extra long Churchill, for $1.30. If this one's as good as the first one I had, I'll definitely buy more. Because I mean, for $1, that's great. It's medium body. The smoke is real smooth. Just tastes like nice tobacco. No really any extra special flavors. It just tastes like a nice tobacco. Nice aged tobacco. I'm not picking up any ammonia, so I guess it was fermented properly. Maybe not quadruple fermented like some super premium cigars like Diamond Crown or something, but it definitely has been fermented and the ammonia toned down, if not all gone. The first one I had didn't give me a headache or anything. So it's 5x50 Robusto for $1. I can't find it online anywhere. Can't find reviews. It's not bad. I mean, I've had more expensive cigars that were not nearly as good as this. The burn is not perfect, but that was probably my fault. It's real windy, so it's kind of hard to light it. The one I had yesterday burned perfectly throughout. The only thing is it's really the wrapper is very thin, and it's very fragile, and I put it inside my shirt pocket, and it got messed up. I left it in there for like half an hour inside the cellophane, and they come in cellophane too, and the wrapper got all ruined. But even through that, I decided it was worth smoking throughout. I smoked the whole thing to the nub. So basically with my videos, I want to review cigars that I don't see any reviews for, or that I see very few reviews for, or no reviews for. or reviews that I don't think said enough about them. So I want to get the unknown cigars, unreviewed cigars out of the way before I start reviewing cigars that are well known. But if you guys have any requests, I mean, I'm not going to be getting millions of views, so I'll have time to do requests. And like I said before, I live here in Miami, so I can pretty much get my hands on any cigar, except maybe Cubans. Yeah, probably some Cubans. Probably some H-Upmans or Cohibas from Cuba. I won't be able to go somewhere and buy it. I'd have to, contact someone and see if we can arrange something. So yeah, show you guys the burn. Pretty good burn. The first one I had a pretty decent burn. Had to fix it once or twice, but I mean, I didn't even give it time to sit in the humidor. This one's been in my humidor for what, 2 days? 1 day. I bought this yesterday, and it's burning pretty good. It's not bitter or anything. But the place where I got it from, it was in a humidor. I don't know what the humidity level was, and it was in cellophane, so I don't know how it was stored, but it gives a little bit here at the band. Usually, this is very general, but if you don't know about cigars, this is a cool trick. To know if a cigar is ready to smoke, if you don't know too much about it, basically just press it lightly where the band is, and it should give a little bit. It should be a little bit soft. If it's too hard, it's too dry. And if it lets you put it in way too deep, if it's real squishy there, it's too wet. So it should give you just maybe like half a centimeter. It should give inside. Anything more, it's too wet. If it's too hard, you'll notice right away at the band point. So that's a good trick to know if a cigar is ready to smoke. You feel the band. And if you walk into a store and they see you doing that, they'll appreciate it and they'll know that you know at least the basics. Also, you should let the smoke sit in your mouth for a little bit, maybe a few seconds. That way the taste can develop in your mouth before you let it out, because you might be missing something if you expel it right away. I mean, this is pretty good. It has aged tobacco, but the texture is airy. It's not real thick, but it's smooth. It's just a good tobacco. If someone hands one of these to you, don't refuse it. But it's not something you go crazy about. It's not something you will smoke like at a party or at a special event. You wouldn't pull this out at someone's wedding or birthday. But if you're doing something else, it's not bad. I mean, I enjoy it. I appreciate good cigars. I don't care so much about the price and that it's been quadruple fermented and aged for 10 years. I mean, it's good, and I appreciate all the preparation that goes into some of those cigars that are so, so taken care of and aged and well made. But I don't agree with the prices on some of them sometimes. I think it's just a lot of hype. My favorite cigars I found are the cheaper ones. Not too cheap, but maybe like Perdomo. The Perdomo line I love because you're getting a premium cigar, pretty much with their entire line that's been well aged, well made, handmade. It's gone through the whole process that all these other super premium brands go through. They're usually in thicker ring gauges, and you're paying pretty much half of what the equivalent would be in another brand. Perdomo's, how do I say, the Perdomo family's, I don't know if I want to say saying, or like their creed or motto or whatever, is to keep their cigars as cheap as possible so they can be enjoyed by more people, and still keep it at super premium, and never increase the prices. And they've done that since their conception. They've kept the prices low so that more people can have them, and they've never brought the quality down. That's why I want to try a lot of good cheap cigars, to find something that's good and cheap that I can buy a whole bunch of and like smoke every day. So when I saw this for $1, I grabbed it right away. So I had a band, it looked nice. It's obviously handmade. Has little tooth. It's real smooth. It's almost like it's real satiny, like maybe like cashmere or something. It has like no bumps, no tooth at all almost. There's one tiny little vein that sticks out. That's about it. It's real thin. A real loose package too. It's starting to get soft here, but That's okay. Yeah, it's still medium body. You could have this in the morning. It's not strong. But it's not super mild either. Probably go good with a cup of coffee and like maybe an espresso. It's not a bad cigar. And for $1, it's definitely worth it. Like I said, I've had way more expensive cigars that weren't half as good as this. So yeah, this cigar, I mean, is like non-existent anywhere else, I guess. Maybe it's made exclusively for that supermarket chain or something. Or maybe it's sold exclusively in Miami, because you also see it in there's a chain store in Miami, a chain of restaurants that are real famous here in Miami called La Carreta, which is Cuban cuisine. That's it's like synonymous to Miami and the Cuban culture here, and they sell these there. And they also sell this in another chain of supermarkets that's also like a Latino styled, Cuban styled, that is probably only exists in Miami, called Sedanos, and they sell this here too. They sell these there. So maybe they have a deal with the manufacturer, whoever makes this, to only be sold there, or maybe only be sold in Miami, because I don't see this online anywhere, or reviews. And I bet all the very few reviews, like probably 2 or 3 posts max, or probably from other people in Miami. My next review will probably be, I don't want to do just all Perdomo, maybe some people want to see something else. I'll always review Perdomo, but maybe my next one will be, I have a cow gold sitting in my humidor on a nice big size. Probably be reviewing that. It's been in my box for about a month. I bought it in Orlando a month ago, and it looks real nice, Maduro wrapper. Oh, here it has like chocolatey flavors in it. Probably be reviewing that next. I'm taking forever. Alright, I'll do a part 2 video to see if anything changed. From my experience with the first one, it was pretty consistent, though towards the middle, towards the second, third, it got a little bit, had a tiny bit of cream, which was real pleasant. It didn't last too strong, and it wasn't very, it wasn't too blatant. It didn't pop out at you too much, but it was there. I mean, if you're experienced with cigars, you'll notice that it became a little bit more creamy. And it gets harsh almost pretty much the minute you hit the last third, but it's still smokable. I mean, it's not that bad. It doesn't get that harsh. It lasts just under an hour, probably. I think mine took about 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes, taking probably 3 draws a minute. Yeah, so here it is, Monte Carlo Robusto. It has a nice little band. Tabaco importado. Probably Honduran. There's a burn line. No, the same thing you would get with a premium cigar. This was $1. Same burn line you'll see on any Diamond Crown or any Opus X, or any Padron. Nice burn line. It's flaking a little bit. No big deal. Doesn't mean anything. Alright guys, I'll do a part 2 on this.